"You're just living off us," my daughter-in-law said at the dinner table, her voice calm and certain. My son didn't look up. He kept eating. The roast was still warm. The plates were the good ones, the kind I only used when I wanted dinner to feel like family. I stood there for a moment with my hand on the chair, then sat down slowly. I didn't argue. I didn't ask what she meant. I already knew. "I'm glad you're here. Stay with me until the end, and if you feel comfortable, leave a comment with the city you're watching from. I want to know how far this story reaches." I was 71 that year. My husband had passed away 8 months earlier, and the house still felt too quiet in the mornings. Since his death, everyone had been telling me to rest, to let my son help, to let his wife handle things. They said it was easier that way. At first, I was grateful. Grief makes you tired in places sleep can't fix. I let my son take over the bills. I let him manage the accounts. I trusted him because I raised him, because his father would have expected me to. That night at dinner, no one defended me. The words sat on the table between us, heavier than the plates. Afterward, I cleared my dish, excused myself, and went upstairs. In my bedroom, I sat on the edge of the bed and looked at my hands. They were older now, thinner, but still steady. Downstairs, I could hear laughter again, glasses clinking, life moving on without me. On my dresser was a folder I hadn't opened in months. Bank statements, notices, papers I kept telling myself I'd sort through later. I opened it. The numbers didn't make sense at first, then they did. Transfers I didn't remember approving, charges I didn't recognize, monthly expenses for things I rarely used anymore. Streaming services, dining, travel, all paid quietly from accounts in my name. I thought about how often my daughter-in-law insisted on paying for dinner, how my son always said, "We've got it, Mom." I thought about how easy it had been to nod and smile and let it go. I didn't cry. I didn't feel confused. I felt awake. The next morning, I made coffee for one and sat at the kitchen table. The house looked the same, but I didn't. Something in me had shifted. I realized then that I wasn't living off anyone. They had been living off me. And that was only the beginning of what I discovered. If this story resonates with you, subscribe to the channel and like this video. To watch the full story, click the link at the bottom left of the screen or in the description.